Hey guys, welcome to Whiskey and Literature. I'm your host, Captain Mike, and this is the companion video to our video of Uzumaki. I do both whiskey and book reviews. I'd like to welcome Sawyer back to the channel. We did Uzumaki earlier today, and now we're doing a whiskey from Japan. So let's talk about us for a minute. Let's talk about the whiskey, and then let's get it. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. So I've done whiskey reviews with both your siblings. This is our first whiskey review.
Yes.
We've had a few drinks together, but we haven't done a whiskey review together. That's because we weren't 21.
Yep, we just turned 21 just a couple months ago.
Months ago.
I am.
But I'm excited to do one. I've done one with your sister and with your brother. So now we're getting the whole trifecta. And your mom as well.
Yes. So I'm happy to be here.
So the reason we're doing this whiskey, again, is because we did a Japanese manga earlier today, and we'll link that in the description below. Now, first of all, how much whiskey do you drink?
It's rare. I think the last time I had whiskey was on my birthday, and it was just, I've got it just back here. It was a little tiny thing of it, but yeah.
Now, was that Doritos flavored drink that you brought? Was that vodka or was that whiskey?
So yes, it was Doritos flavored vodka.
Vodka.
Yes. So I've had somewhat on like some weird strong drinks before. That one was definitely the weirdest thing I've had, but
yes, this is the kind of thing you drink when you're 21. Vodka flavored or Doritos flavored vodka. I don't even think I even tried it.
No, you haven't.
I think your mom smelled it. She didn't even try it. I don't think, did she?
No, she just smelled it. It was Nicole that tried it, but
yeah.
If you add ginger beer and lime juice to the Doritos vodka, if any of you have it, ginger beer and lime juice, like we made a margarita, I couldn't finish that. It was disgusting. But if you added the ginger beer and lime juice, I was actually able to finish it, and my girlfriend had 2 drinks of that. So
I do feel like there's maybe lime flavored Doritos.
I think so.
I don't actually know, but it doesn't sound bad.
No, I mean, if you mix it with things, but if it's just straight, like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, there's 0 chance that I would drink Doritos flavored vodka.
Dang. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so we're drinking Japanese whiskey today. We're drinking a whiskey from Japan. So let's talk about the specs and stats of the whiskey, and then let's get to it. Okay, so I went to Total Wine when I got here, and I bought the cheapest the whiskey from Japan that I could find. And I keep saying whiskey from Japan instead of Japanese whiskey for one reason. This is called the Shin, blended whiskey, Mizunara Japanese oak finished. So the Japanese, they took their inspiration from Scotch. You've heard of there's 5 major regions of whiskey in the world. There's Canada, United States, Ireland, Scotland, and Japan. I guess you could say there's 6 because then there's the rest of the world. I mean, I haven't had any whiskey from anywhere else except I have a bottle from India.
Oh.
They're up and coming as well. Okay, so in order to be labeled Japanese whiskey, there's some rules. And I'm going to look at my notes here. So you have to use malted barley, but you can also use some other grains as well.
Yeah.
But you have to use malted barley. Okay, the water to make the whiskey has to be from Japan. Okay, the fermentation and distillation process has to be done at a Japanese distillery. It has to be matured or aged in wooden casks in Japan for at least 3 years. And bottling, when they take it out of the barrels, put in the bottles, has to be done in Japan. And you have to have at least a minimum of 40% ABV. Now you can use plain caramel coloring to just give it a little bit of color.
Yeah.
And some people do say that maybe that changes the taste a bit as well. So those are the requirements to be labeled Japanese whiskey. And so some of the other whiskeys I have at my house, and they came before the new rules, and so they're labeled Japanese whiskey, but they wouldn't meet the rules now to be labeled Japanese whiskey. Does it really matter? I don't know. Maybe it matters to some people. Maybe in a year or 2 it'll matter more to me. Right now I don't drink a lot of Japanese whiskeys, so the most important thing to me right now is does it taste good or not?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's the deal. All right, so the Shin blended whiskey, this is aged in ex-bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks. So after that, they finish the whiskey. Then they take the aged whiskey and they put it in Japanese Mizunara cask. Now, Mizunara is an oak from Japan. and it's a crazy expensive wood because it's very rare. It takes really slow growing, and the trunks aren't very straight, so it takes a lot of. You can only make a certain number of barrels from each tree, and so it's a very, very expensive wood. I was just at High West recently, and they had 6 Mizunara casks that they had some High West whiskey finishing in those. Oh. And I will say about the Mizunara cask, and I'll put the picture up on there. They were really, like, you look at a lot of barrels, right? And these were really good looking barrels.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you ever get excited. Like, whoa, that's a sexy barrel. But I mean, it was clean, and it was like, it just looked really good. Like, and they're like $2,000-$3,000 each for the barrels.
Yeah, no, you showed
Empty
me the
barrels.
photo, and I again, they did look like, I'm not a huge, like, well, that's a nice barrel, but they did look nice in the photo and everything.
Very, very clean. Okay, so the Shin. It is 50% malted barley and 50% grain, which it doesn't say what that is. It's just some other grain, and we don't know how long it's aged, and it's bottled at 43% ABV or 86 proof. Mm-hmm. So again, I bought this from Total Wine and More. I think I paid $39 for this bottle. It was the cheapest one I could find. So have you ever had Japanese whiskey besides what we've had of this bottle?
No, this would be the first of my Japanese.
And we're kind of blazing through this bottle. We're like halfway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, some of it's a little bit in our glasses now.
I think
but
I drank most of that, possibly.
Yes.
But you've had some, your girlfriend's had some.
Yeah, we've all had just like a
mom's
little.
had some.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this is not a professional review. And anyway, we're just going to drink the whiskey and just be like, do we like it or not? There's any notes that you can pick out of any flavors, aromas, or taste, and just overall, what is your opinion of it? Mm-hmm. We know you don't drink a lot of whiskey, and that's fine. This is just kind of a, we're just having a good time. We're just a couple of guys having a bit of whiskey.
Yeah, fun little experiment.
Now, yeah, I probably had 10 or 12 Japanese whiskeys at my house, and I'm a fan of them. Some of them are whiskeys from Japan. Sorry. Now, these aren't the great glasses. I'm at my son's house, so we're just kind of whatever glasses we have. We're even different glasses today.
Yep.
All right. What do you think of the nose?
Well, like, I'm no expert on, like, smells and stuff, but, like, the first little scent, it burns a little, just as it, like, goes through, I guess, but nothing, like, too crazy. I don't smell, like, after smelling it a few times, it's a nice, I don't know how to describe it, like, warm scent, but I don't know. It smells like alcohol to me, but...
Well, to me, there's no alcohol as far as, like, I switch at alcohol sometimes with, you can smell it and it actually burns a little bit. Oftentimes that's with really high proof whiskeys. This is 86 proof, so relatively low proof. And these glasses aren't the greatest for what we're doing today because, you know, they have the wide mouth, so the aromas are kind of dissipating.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just a soft nose, a little vanilla, maybe a little malty, a little bread. It's kind of a scotchy nose to me.
I can smell a little bit of vanilla. Okay. Like, now that you pointed out, it does.
Inception, guys.
Just a little.
Right?
Yeah, definitely does. But
I think it's a nice pleasant nose. It's not overpowering, and it's, you know, some of it could be because of the wide glass.
Yes.
Anyways, cheers, guys.
That one was a little, I guess, I don't know, it does taste a little, I guess, woody, if that...
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, I mean, you know, we have the bourbon cask, we have the Old Orchard sherry cask, and we have that Mizunara Finish. Mm-hmm. The Mizunara oak, it kind of gives it a bit of a spicy note to it, and it is a bit spicy to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it punches above 86 proof. Like, 86 proof is fairly low. Oh. And I think there's a nice spice component to it. But I think it does taste better than it smells. I don't think it smells bad. It's just really faint. Mm-hmm. But it's a nice present. I think it's slightly oaky. But it's not like you get some bourbons that are aged for 12, 18, 15 years.
Yeah.
It was just overpoweringly that American oak, just punching through all the notes of the whiskey. This is a bit of a spicy oak, I think, comes from that Mizunara.
Yeah, I can definitely tell, like, once, like, the first little, like, once it, like, hits your tongue or just, like, goes into the mouth, it is a little, like, burn or a little spice. But then as you, like, if you leave it in there for a little bit, it, I don't know, calms down.
Yep.
And then as it goes down, like, I've liked that feeling with this whiskey, is it's very warm and nice.
Yeah. I'm not really getting any warmth coming on at this. Though
Yeah.
I've had a couple pours already today, and it's just kind of, it's nice.
Yeah.
The mouthfeel is decent, low proof, but it's not chill filtered. I think it's not really viscous or anything like that, but it's a decent mouthfeel. I've definitely had better Japanese or whiskeys from Japan. The Hibiki and even Nika from the Barrel, I think is a better one. And I know some guys hate on the Nika from the Barrel, but that is one that I enjoy. I think there is a nice vanilla note to this. It's perhaps a bit of a citrus to it as well, and just some of that spicy oak to me.
Yeah.
So, do you like it? You don't like it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like it. Compared to some of the other stuff, like, again, the Doritos vodka, I enjoyed this.
Okay. Now, you haven't been to my house, I think, since you're 21.
No, I have not.
So you haven't really been able to explore the world of whiskeys. Like, one of my favorite things is have people come to my house, and I'll give them 8, 9, 10, 12 pours. I mean, talking like really small pours. And just go the whole world of whiskey, from the heaviest peated whiskey that I have from Scotland to, the biggest finished 130 proof, bourbon or rye from America. Just a whole world of whiskeys, and it's fun to see people. I've had people like, oh, all whiskeys taste the same. I'm like, okay, well, try these 3 in a row. And it's a different, it's nice to try different things.
Yeah.
I think overall, for $39, it's a decent pour. I've not done a lot of cocktails with Scotch or Japanese or whiskeys from Japan. I don't even know what the best cocktails would be for that. I think it's a nice sipper in the sense that it's just light. Perhaps a little floral note, like a little citrus and some vanilla, a little bit of oak. I think it's decent for $39. If you want something a little different, and you can. I think this was the last bottle that was a Total Wine. I didn't see any more.
I mean, Mom, she enjoyed it, and she's not a huge whiskey person.
Yeah.
And so that's saying something kind of about it.
She doesn't like Scotch either.
Oh, I didn't know
She
that.
hates Scotch. Yeah, she's great. She can pick all that stuff out. Like she can tell if it's a rye or a bourbon or a Scotch, and she can just tell from the nose. And she didn't even like the nose of this one.
No.
But she said she liked the taste of it much better than the nose.
Even my girlfriend
And I agree with
was
that.
like, and again, the smell was not very pleasant to both of them, but they
Yes.
both were like, it's actually
I agree.
good.
And I agree with that. Your mom's really good, Mrs. Captain. Is really good at identifying that, and she's very blunt about what she likes and what she doesn't like.
Yeah.
So would you drink this again?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the bottle's going to be staying here,
Yes.
so I'll definitely get rid of it.
Yeah. So I'm flying home tomorrow. And I don't travel with open bottles of whiskey. I did buy 6 bottles that I out here on this trip.
Oh,
I bought 2 in Utah, and I bought 6 or 4 down here. So, but I'm not taking this one home. But so overall, okay. I think it's a nice sipper. It's not awesome. It's not technically Japanese whiskey, so if that matters to you, don't buy this. Find one that's technically Japanese. In fact, I was going to buy one that was technically Japanese whiskey for the same price as this one, but the reviews were like way, way bad.
Oh,
So I didn't get that one. So this one had a little better reviews, so I picked this one up.
well, yeah.
So I think the Shin, and they have a bunch of different whiskeys there. They have some single malts and stuff like that. But this is their blended whiskey finished in Japanese oak Mizunara. And I think, not awesome, but it's a good. I'm going to give it a good, not very good or excellent or super awesome. But just, it's a good sipper for a nice finish the day off, and maybe watching your favorite samurai movie. What is that, 50 Ronin, or that Ronin movie?
I'm not sure.
Don't worry about
I could
it.
watch Wolverine, the one where he goes to Japan.
Oh, there you go. You can tell how old he is, right, guys? All right, my guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, like it, subscribe to see more of our content. Again, I do both whiskey and book reviews, but from a random suburb in Phoenix, Arizona. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you're reading something good and drinking something great. Turn the pages, my friends, and stay thirsty. Cheers.